Today I'm going to share with you how I revived this battery. So this is a WAFDOW 4.0 ampere hour battery. This battery is compatible with all the INGCO products, specifically the P20S series, 20 volts. So I've had this battery for maybe a year, and that's when it started to the performance started to decline. So now I already fixed this one, so I'm going to show you what I did inside the battery. So to open the battery, you need a Torx head. These are Torx head screws. So inside you will find 10 batteries. They are configured parallel series, and in total they will make up 18.5 volts and 20.7 volts fully charged. Each battery is 3.7 volts. This is the original battery, the INGCO. Take note of the rating INR 3.7 volts. So what I did first was I opened the battery and then I measured voltage. So you measure the voltage with your voltmeter set to DC. So what I did first was I checked each cell, and the first thing I did was I noted was I saw some of the batteries were drained, severely drained, like some of them only showing 0.8 volts. Like for example, I take from here to here. If you measure at this point, you are measuring this battery, these two sets of battery. As you can see, they are connected in this way, configured this way. So if I take my probe from here and there, I will check the voltage for these two batteries. So what I did first was I just removed the bad batteries. As you can see, I stripped the plastic on this section so I can pull out one bad battery, and previously I used this one. This is ICR. It's also 3.7 volts, but it's not designed for this purpose, which was my mistake at first. I did not know that batteries have those characteristics. So INR and ICR, they are not the same. The INR battery is designed for power tools because it has a high current rating. So when I did that, I just replaced these two cells first. So I have several of these ICR batteries. It worked for some time, but then after some time, some of the other cells, battery cells, will also give out. So, and then I decided to just buy a whole set, 10 pieces. So this is also INR. This is what I have replaced. These are refurbished batteries I found online. They are much cheaper than brand new ones. But the only thing you have to deal with is when you get these batteries, the head, the terminals will have some residue, I would say. from the old soldering points, you see. So you cannot really put but in my experience, I've had a difficulty reattaching the old plates, nickel plates. The old plates were thick and they were difficult to attach. So I just used this nickel strip that came along with the soldering set. So I'm not so confident with my soldering job here, but so far it has done the job. This is the soldering device I have bought online. So looks like this. Actually doubles as a power bank. Okay, now I have attached the two soldering probes. They are short. They are very short in fact, so it's not so handy when you use them, and well, it can still solder. As you can see, I have been quite successful with my repair, but maybe the other products out there are much better. So okay, let's start. I will switch this on. So if you just press this once, quite longer. If you just let it beep once, it will be in power bank mode. So it will show the percent left, how many percent, the voltage output, and the current output. To go to the soldering mode, you press it longer. Now it's off. Now let's try again. I press the power switch longer. Okay, remember that sound. So now it is in soldering mode. You can adjust the power just like that. This is quite powerful, especially if you solder this very thin nickel strip. So this bundle came with a box when I bought the unit. This is also the one I used to attach my batteries. So I'm not confident to give a tutorial about the soldering, but I think you can figure it out. But I suggest you start with the lowest power setting and then work your way up. As you can see, this was one of the I have used before. I have quite damaged the. So anyway, just practice soldering. So you have enough of this strip that you can, practice. I don't know if the other products will work quite well, but this one you will need to be creative because you cannot do it with one hand. You need both hands to press when you solder, and especially if it is in this position, you need to press down the strip and then solder. So if you do that, if you press too hard, push too hard, it will burn through the strip, especially if the power setting is not set up correctly. So I have made some mistakes, and this is the product. As you can see, like what I've mentioned before, these refurbished batteries, they are not completely clean. See, there's what the previous metal strips that was used. It will not go away. And be careful if you're trying to scrape it out with a flat screwdriver. You might create a short circuit, because this battery, this is the positive terminal, the rest of the casing is negative terminal, I think. Yeah, so be careful. So I'm not so confident with what I did here, but like I've said, it has worked well. I am still it's under observation. So now it is, it's not say here, but these batteries are 2.7 ampere hour. You see, the seller, he put the capacity, put a sticker. The previous one is only, it also, you cannot see anything here. I don't know, maybe it is 20, but the previous capacity is only 4.0. Now this is 5.4. I will show you the INGCO product that I am using this with. So with that, I'm using this for INGCO mower, lawn mower, and it needs both of these 20 volt batteries, so I can use the mower for more than an hour using these upgraded batteries. So I hope you've learned something with my video. So if you want to try to revive these batteries, you can go with my approach, or you can buy a new one. It's up to you, but